So today, guys, and I'll get you to write this down in your book, we're going to go through the addition algorithm or standard form way of adding things up. And we'll start with something really, really simple, just so you get the idea of it. The main technique that we're using during this is called carrying, is when we add up numbers. And it's a way of dealing with bigger numbers than we normally could. So say we had two numbers like 38 and we wanted to add 27. Put those two numbers together. So just jot those down in your books now. And we're going to go through the carrying thing again so that you get to see how that works. So, as we've talked about before, what we're going to do is break it into two segments. So what we can do is imagine a line between those. All of those there are the ones, and all of these here are the tens. And we're going to break them into those two segments so that it's easier for us to deal with one at a time, right? So the first thing we're going to do is add 8 plus 7. Who can tell me what 8 plus 7 is?
15.
15 is absolutely right. Here's how I would have done it in my head. If I was calculating it, I would say I only need 2 more to get to 10, right? And then I could say, well, if I take 2 off that, it's going to make it the same as 10 plus 5. 15 is absolutely right. So in this case, I put the 5 down below, and I carry the other 10 up with all the other 10s. Now it's important to call it 10 rather than calling it 1, right? Because we're not actually carrying 1. But when we add up all of these 10s, we can behave as if it's 1 plus 3 plus 2. So our next job is quite simple. What is 1 10 plus 3 10s plus 2 10s? What do you think? Kira? Yeah. 6. And it's as easy as that. So we can say that 38 plus 27 is 65. All I've done is added up all the ones, comes to 15, I put 5 there, carry the 10 over here, and then I can add up all of my 10s in a row there. Now, the next phase is, this is quite a simple one, wouldn't you think? Many of you can do this in your head already. What happens if the number gets more complicated? What if we had to add all of those? What if we had 38 plus 27 plus 65? Maybe we were doing statistical things. Maybe these are the cars we counted the other day, for example. And then there was another number as well. What if it was like 42 as well? Can we use the same strategy?
No.
No? Any other ideas? Yes. We can. We totally can, actually. This is a nice thing with this strategy. We can have a whole string of numbers and we can use exactly the same strategy. So, instead of just adding 8 plus 7, we're still adding all of our 1s all together, but we've got 4 of them all together now. So it's going to be 8 plus 7, which was 15, plus 5, which is 20, plus 2, which is
22.
22, perfect, good. So we put the 2 there and carry 20 up here, 2 10s, not just 1, right? Now our string of things to add is 2 plus 3 plus 2 plus 6 plus 4 10s. It's probably going to get us into the next value up, which is the
100.
Nice one, okay? So just, who can add up 2 plus 3 plus 2 plus 6 plus 4? What do you think? What do you reckon, Cynthia?
So 2 plus 3 would equal 15. And then
Oh, hang on, slow down. 2 plus 3 is?
5.
5?
And then 7.
Yes?
And then 7 plus 6 would equal 13.
Yes?
And then 13 plus 4 would equal 17.
17, perfect. Well said, buddy.
402.
So I can put, because there's no other numbers to put here, I can just say, well, that's 17 10s. And as we know, 10 10s is 100. So our total answer there would be 172. How's it looking, Keanu? Is it in the shop? Nice. So that's one way we can use that standard form algorithm to deal with much larger numbers. And we just want to go over one more part of it as well. So, did you get that one down in your maths books, guys?
Yeah.
Good. Okay, so we're going to put up another one. It's a slightly different one. It's adding very large numbers.
Wait, I didn't get it.
So, if we want to add very large numbers, say 76,325. I don't know. I'm making these up. And I want to add another very large number, say like 59,698. I can use exactly the same strategy. I just do it again and again and again and again. And I'm going to do a lot of carrying in this one because you can see each of these combinations add up to more than 10, or nearly, most of them add up to more than 10. So we can use exactly the same strategy, but we just break it up into little chunks as we go along. The key though is to remember what we're carrying. So some people in their maths, they say, oh, you need to carry 1. But it's not necessarily 1. What you do is when you're adding up all of these ones, the thing that you're carrying is 10. Then you're carrying 100, then you're carrying 1,000 or 10,000. So let's have a go. I'll get a few people from this side of the class to answer as well. So what is 8 plus 5?
13.
Perfect answer. So I put the 3 there, and I carry what am I carrying over here? 10. Perfect, good. Because these are all going to be 10s I'm going to add up. So what is 1 plus 2 plus 9?
12.
12, perfect. So it's 12 10s in this case, isn't it? So I'm going to put 2 of the 10s down here. 10 10s is 100. So that goes over here into the hundreds. Now what have I got? I've got 6 plus 3 plus 1. 10. I've got 10 hundreds, which is the same as 1,000. In this case, I put a 0 there, and I put my 1,000 up with these other thousands. If I've got 1,000 plus 6,000 plus 9,000, what have I got, Fletcher?
15.
Have another go. I've got 1 plus 6 plus 9. Is it all right? 16. Perfect. Good. I've got 16 lots of 1,000. So 6,000 of them there goes there. 10 of them comes to 10,000. Now I'm going to add up all of my tens of thousands. Oh, I've got 1 plus 7 plus 5. What do you reckon, Jacob? 13,000.
Whoa!
13 tens of thousands, beg your pardon. So now I've got 136,023.
Ice creams.
That would be a lot of ice creams.
Donuts or donuts!
So,
Ice creams.
what I'm going to do, guys,
Ice cream. Ice cream flavored donuts.
remember you're on video, guys, so please don't call it. Have you got this one down?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to give you one to have a go at by yourself.
Okay.
In a similar sort of fashion. We won't make it quite as long. But have a go, and if you're watching at home, you can just pause the video, and you can work it out yourself and check your answer later as we go. So, if we had 7,894, and we were going to add 6,576. What would we get? So again, if you're watching this at home, just pause the video, write it down on your own piece of paper, and we'll come back and check to see how you did. Okay, so welcome back. Hopefully you've had a go at home. I'm being told to get into the frame here. A whole bunch of kids in class have had a go at this already, and they're bang on. The ones that I saw, they've got it absolutely right, because they went 4 and 6 is 10. So I don't put anything in the ones. But I do carry the 10 up to these 10s here. Then I've got 9 and 1 and 10 plus 7 would give me 17 10s. And I carry the 100 over to this lot. Then I've got 1 and 8 is 9 plus 5 would give me 14 hundreds. Then I carry my 1000 over to here. Then I've got 1 and 7 is 8 plus 6 will give me 14 thousands. So my total answer would be 14,470.
Yeah.
How'd you go, kids?
Good.
Fantastic. Well done, you guys. Nice work. Give yourselves a round of applause. Woo!